Well, I'm back from like 10,000 years of hiatus. So, in this video we'll be discussing, or actually really just showing, is Kagutsuchi, the final boss, regular final boss of Nocturne, beatable by just using auto attacks? And the answer, well, spoilers, it is yes. But there's a few things to account in this run that I want to show you, and also to show how easy Merciful difficulty is in this game. So let's get started on this.
Fortnite balls, I'm gay, I like boys, I kidnap autistic kids, little Mosey is what.
First off, about Merciful difficulty, I will say this: you can literally beat almost every single boss, because the one thing is that unless they, like something like Giramakala or I think Noah, if they repel or whatever, probably, maybe. But Giramakala definitely not, because the thing about Noah is if you have Pierce, I think it doesn't matter. But pretty much you could beat every boss by just doing a normal attack and healing. The biggest thing is if you can survive in this run auto attack only without healing. And I'm pretty sure majority of the bosses it is yes, because the biggest thing is having 3 demons at least with Dark and or Bright Might. Especially in the Kagutsuchi fight, you want Bright Might, not Dark Might. Because the thing about Kagutsuchi is that he has, on his second phase, he goes a full moon, full Kagutsuchi. So you can just keep getting crits over and over. And on Merciful difficulty, every crit against him that is just a normal attack does near like 1,000 damage or 1,000 damage. So basically, you can pretty much get 7 hits in and basically just have like near 7,000 damage, and his health is only like 20k or so. So I'm gonna show you like a few clips. One or two is failed runs where I just tried LOL to attempt it. But the biggest thing is just getting Bright and Dark Might on demons, like 3 demons. And then also too, one thing that helps is just having strength buffs and agility buffs. I don't mean literal buffs, but I mean like their stats. You want their stats to be high in terms of strength, agility, and luck, and vitality. Because one thing about vitality is that you do want to have enough HP to survive Infinite Light, because Infinite Light still does like 500 damage without buffs or debuffs on Merciful. And also too, you want Endure, just because you can survive an extra attack and just get an extra turn. But as you can see in this footage, it is possible to beat Kagutsuchi, which is pretty cool. But there's one thing I do want to show you next. Now you're wondering if it's possible to defeat Lucifer with auto attacks, and the answer is maybe. This is just one run, but I think if this one thing I'm thinking does not work, it is pretty much impossible, and I would probably make another video on it. But pretty much my idea is that you want to have at least Might, Endure, and Pierce for all demons, and the only way to inherit Pierce on demons is by getting, what is it called again? The Giramakala from the part of Labyrinth of the Mala that for like, I think it's like 200,000 Maka, and it has Pierce, and you want to fuse that into another demon. But pretty much that's the only way I think it's possible. And also too, it's just very hard because the luck is that you don't want him to do High King or his normal attack, or especially Root of Evil. Actually, that's probably worse because you will not be able to heal. And another thing too that I actually noticed that I want to mention is that I do think the AI is less aggressive with their best attacks or best spells on Merciful, because when I was fighting Kagutsuchi, he usually liked to use elementals like Mazandine or something like that. Same with Lucifer here with Glacial Blast or Mabufudine, or just using something like Megidolin, which is very easy to dodge. And one thing about Merciful is that you are way more highly likely to dodge and everything like that, just due to how easy the difficulty is. So yeah, pretty much in this video, Kagutsuchi was beaten with just auto attacks, but Lucifer here definitely was not beaten, but I could think maybe he could So I'll see you next time, lads, and goodbye.
Balls, monkey nuts.